What's up, YouTube? This Starwolf. Now look, I was doing some researching and I was just sitting back wondering about who all, I was just thinking about who all would be a perfect fit for the youngsters and for people even older than youngsters to follow. I came up with Monster Kody. And the reason I came up with Monster Kody is because nowadays, people that's involved in the street life, people that's involved with gangs, they don't want to listen to somebody. They'll listen to people. They'll sit down, they'll listen, but they don't want to listen to somebody that they don't feel they could connect with. See, the average person that has gangbanged or been involved with gangs feel they could connect with Monster Kody. They feel they could connect with him on some type of level. You have many dudes that's in the streets every day, involved in nonprofit organizations. You have dudes that's involved in various gang intervention programs, and they helping these kids. They interacting with these kids, and not even the young teenagers, but people that's in their 20s and 30s as well. They helping them every day. So in order to help someone, you have to be effective on all levels, and you have to be able to connect with them to where they look up to you and they want to follow you. Now, the reason I say Monster Kody is because Monster Kody is in his 50s now. He has matured. He's reached a level. He's reached a level in his life to where you could tell all of that negative stuff, all of that crazy gangbanging stuff, all of that set tripping, all of that is something of the past. He can't put it out of his head. It's within him. It's in him. It's going to be with him for the rest of his life. But what I'm saying is he matured. He really 100% man now, because he's able to sit down and do interviews with people he probably would have never ever thought about doing an interview with. He's matured because he's able to talk about certain gangs without disrespecting them. You see what I'm saying? So many young teenagers and young men can look up to him, and they do look up to him because he is the real deal. He's a real gangster. And I'm being that he's from a Trey Gangsta, I'm not saying he's a real gangster in that aspect. I'm saying he a real gangster all the way around. Meaning he pushing for his peoples. He want to see all of us get to a better plateau in life and put this gang madness behind us. Now, being that he is Monster Kody, I know there's people that'll look at him and they'll be like, damn, should we trust him? I don't know if we could trust him, because we know he a real hitter. We know he, you know what I'm saying? He qualified to do this and do that, and people gonna listen to him and they'll ride with him, and he could green light this situation, that situation. What if things go wrong or go bad? That's looking at things in a negative light. Even some people look at it, it is being cautious, but I look at it as being in a negative light. I believe Monster Kody could take these youngsters and speak with them, and they'll follow him. I believe he has the power to bring them up out of the gang life. Do I believe he has the power to do it by himself? I don't believe he has the power to actually do it by himself. I believe that they will listen to him because they love listening to his stories. They want to know about the past gangster life, the past Crip life, what happened in the 70s and 80s, and what happened when he was locked up, and this person and that person. So they will listen to him. But can he do this by himself? He can't do it by himself. He need help. And when I say he need help on all levels. Like, he need help from me. He need help with anybody that's doing interviews. He need help from other gangs. He need help from everybody on all levels. But he is the one that I feel that can get everybody together and organize everybody together. Organize everybody to get together to where we can get to that level. And the help I'm talking about is from the Rollin 60s, from certain people in the Rollin 60s. The reason I say this is because I'm not shitting on nobody else. I'm not shitting on no other set. I'm not doing that. The reason I say the Rollin 60s is because of their history, because of the war, because of the people from Rollin 60s that's around his age that know him, and the ones he know that's still alive and that's on the streets, that's effective, that's reputables, that have say so, and not so much as say so, but it goes back to what I was saying about the young people, the young teenagers being able to look up to somebody. See, when they can trust you and they can look up to you, when somebody look up to you, they'll follow you. They'll follow your every moves. They'll emulate the way you dress, the way you speak, everything, without you even knowing. So you have certain individuals, you have certain men from Rollin 60s to where it's hundreds and hundreds of teenagers, they look up to them and they want to be like them. So I feel the help should come from there first. Not saying that nobody else could help from any other set or anywhere else, because that help is needed too. But right now, you have so many people that's looking at these Monster Kody interviews. You have so many people that's looking at, the microscope is on the Rollin 60s right now. The microscope is on the Rollin 60s. Everybody want to be from neighborhood. I don't care what city they in. Everybody. They want to imitate. They want to act like they from neighborhood or whatever. So this is the time when you see this is the time to actually seize the time and start reaching out to these youngsters, since they want to follow and they look up on every aspect. This is the time to reach out to them and show them a better way, a different way, so that they won't lead a destructive life and go down that path that many of us have went down and ended up in prison for so many years, or some of our homeboys and family members or whoever that ended up dead. We can stop them from that. And like I said, Monster Kody is the one. He could do that. And this is if the police don't decide to fuck with him and who he choose to get. I believe if Monster Kody start that right now, which he may be doing it right now, him, along with some other 60s, I believe that everybody will start following in suit. This was something I was sitting back. This ain't something I sat back and thought about for 5 or 10 minutes or a day or whatever. It takes leaders to do things. And believe me, there's many leaders that's on the streets right now that's interacting with these kids on a day-to-day basis, helping them. But is it effective? Because you have leaders and you have gang members that's reputables, that's G's in their 50s, that's interacting and teaching the right thing. But a lot of them don't look up to him, and a lot of them don't want to follow him because they don't see themselves in that person. A lot of them really want to be like a few of the ones that's from 60s and Monster Kody. You know how many people wish they could be Monster Kody? Had that reputation? That's in their teenagers, that's young. You know how many people wish that they could be like Big U or Mom or Big D from 60s or even Kev Mack. It's a lot of them. But you would never know because they won't say nothing, but in their hearts, in their minds, they really want that. It's hard to be, it's hard to be somebody that's reputable. So the next best thing that they'll do, they'll try to follow your every move. So if they following your every moves and you're aware of this, you have to do 100% everything correct. You can't lead them astray. And that's why I say what I say, because even though you may be a Damu or you may be a Crip, and wherever you from, that don't mean you don't want to be like them. And I'm not saying you have to be them, because you don't, because you'll never be them. You only gonna be yourself. That's it. But they are effective in the way that they speak and reach and teach. So I feel that Monster Kody is the one. He the chosen one. He is the chosen one. I believe he could bring the youth together and then start implementing different plans here and there to where they'll start following in suit and following the other OGs that's already active in the streets, that's helping on a day-to-day basis. You know? Because it just goes to, like I was saying, you have to be effective, and you have to be someone, you have to be able to reach them in a manner to where they want to follow you. Even though, you know, you can speak all day to someone and you can be saying, you can be saying the correct things. But most of the time people just view you, they perception of you is, you know, they don't perceive you as someone that they would want to be, even though you righteous. It may be like, it's a lot of youngsters, it's a lot of teenagers that really don't know. They know, but they really don't know who Melvin Farmer is. But that's not taken away from Melvin Farmer saying he's not a reputable, saying he's not a G, he's not a hitter or something, just because they don't know. And see, that's the whole thing. You could set them down in front of Melvin and Monster. And a lot of them will want to follow Monster because they want that type of, you know, they feel like this is that type of camaraderie, you know, that type of gangsterism that I've been looking for, you know, not knowing that it's all around you all the time, you know. But I feel starting from that level, you know, I'm just searching for solutions to many, many problems. It's not an overnight thing, you know. I know this is a microwave generation where everything is done quickly, but this is something that can't be undone quickly because it wasn't put into place quickly. And many things have happened over the past within our communities to where people have lost their lives in prison and So many people are heartbroken and scorned. You know, some are vindictive, some want revenge. So we have to be able to help one another to quell all those problems, because all those problems together ain't nothing but a big fire. And a fire can grow and grow and grow, especially if you add fuel to it. But that was my thoughts, you know. I just felt that on Monster Kody or whatever. Anyway, I'm Starwolf. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that like button as well. And make sure you hit that notification bell, even though most of y'all been hitting it. And when my videos drop, you still not getting them anyway. Just keep searching. You'll see them. And make sure you share all my videos on every platform, on all social media platforms. And like I said before, this ain't no shade to nobody set or nothing like that. If you listen to this video, just if you understood what I was saying, you know that it's righteous. I mean, ain't nobody bigger than the next person. Peace.